Dang. First time seeing the Carrack. This thing is huge. Alright, how do we get in? I'm guessing it's this little button up here. It's a pretty big front ramp. Come on, button. Work. Man, this thing is cool. Gotta say, cargo space ain't too bad on this thing. Alright, let's try and find the cockpit. Looks like we got an elevator over here. Of course, we've got an elevator on my own private spaceship. Alright, do we want subdeck, habitation deck, or technical deck? I'm guessing the highest deck is going to be the bridge. So, let's see. We got some escape pods, though they don't look full. Ah, bridge. 3 seats? I think there's supposed to be at least 3 seats on this one. It's a cool star map. And I think this might be the captain's. I swear there's like a lower deck for the captain's chair. Ah, here we go. Of course, it's located on the second elevator in my spaceship. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Looks like we got co-pilot chairs. Man, the visibility in this seat is going to be freaking awesome. Now I just gotta figure out how to turn this stupid thing on. Ah, there we go. I know I could just hit a hotkey to power on the ship, but it is kind of cool learning the layout of each unique like user interface. Dude, even the hangar doors look awesome in this game. The detail really is like next level. Alright, I'm going to try and ease this thing up. Easy does it. Just a little bit of forward thrust. Don't want to nick anything on the way out. My brand new squeaky clean spaceship. Damn, this is cool looking. Dude, look at that. I think that's Microtech below us. Damn, the freaking Carrack is cool looking. So like this is like a exploration ship. Multi-crew exploration. You can bring like rovers in the front bay, land on a planet, go out, explore, scan, do mining. I mean, half the functions for this ship aren't even in the game world yet. Now, I actually haven't explored Microtech much, so I think I'm going to take this Carrack down there and see what it can do. Man, those clouds look really freaking real. I don't know if it's in the game yet, but I do believe like storm systems and stuff are supposed to be a part of biomes. I know there's like stormy locations, but I don't know if those locations are always stormy or if it's like seasonal stuff or what. You know I can turn off this freaking all chat thing. I don't think all chat was in the game last time I was playing. I know there's a way to like remove the UI. Enter says activate chat box, so maybe if I like hit it and then hit it again, it'll go away. Okay. Yeah, I can't get out of chat now. It's kind of weird. Escape doesn't get me out. You would think just hitting enter would get me out like every other freaking chat box, but it's not. This is freaking ridiculous. I think it's bugged. I keep hitting enter to try and get out of... I googled it. It looks like it's... Well, so much for exploring Microtech in my Carrack. And welcome to Star Citizen. Hey guys, Level Cap here, and despite that somewhat anticlimactic intro, I actually still love Star Citizen. That intro sequence is just a good example of what a general Star Citizen experience might end up being. Complete amazement, awe at the tech behind the game, only to be foiled by some stupid little bug that usually has to do with user interface or like getting your foot stuck in a rock. Now, I am a casual fan in Star Citizen in terms of the amount of time I put into the game. Every 6 months to a year or so, some new story comes out or something about the game is changing, and it gets me all hyped up to jump back in and see what's going on, which is what I've been doing for the past couple days. And somewhat ironically, the news that brought Star Citizen back on my radar and inspired me to jump back in was actually somewhat negative news about the community being upset about Star Citizen removing some of the roadmap features and whatnot. Again, as a casual fan, I just come on by every now and then to see what's changed in the game, but I could understand being annoyed if you were somebody that was involved in Star Citizen on a daily basis. Now, as somebody who more or less peruses the persistent universe from time to time, I'm generally pretty excited every time I hop in and really refamiliarize myself with the world. And this time around, they had a pretty cool event running. They had run this event before, but this is actually the first time I partook in it. It's called Xeno Threat, and basically players gang up against a whole bunch of hostiles and invading the solar system, and there's some big battles that you can partake in and some cool missions in which some players are fighting down fighters and invading ships while other players are trying to loot wreckages and move hazardous supplies off of ships while also fighting NPCs. It's kind of elaborate, to be honest, and really fun. Also, I reached out to Board Gamer, who's a Star Citizen YouTuber and somebody I've been following for quite a while to get all my Star Citizen news from, and he was very generous with his time. He and his co-pilot slash camera person Zinnia teamed up with me to run some Xeno Threat together, and honestly, it was a blast. It was a little buggy at times, and sure, we ran into our hiccups along the way, but you know what, that's kind of par for the course with Star Citizen. Still very early access, very buggy game as demonstrated, but nonetheless a lot of fun and always inspiring. I think that's how I always come away from my sessions in Star Citizen, is like, yeah, not quite ready yet, but man, am I inspired by what they've done so far. And what's kind of funny about covering this game for so long is, well, my computer hardware has gotten a lot better over the years, and I've got a pretty beastly PC right now, and well, Star Citizen runs much smoother. I'm not going to say it runs like butter, but I mean, I'm not lagging out in dogfights like I used to be, and that's certainly a pretty nice step in the right direction. There's also a ton of new planets, new space stations, new spaceships. There's new in-game mechanics like personal inventory, looting, reviving, all kinds of cool stuff. Board Gamer was kind enough to get riddled with bullets so we could practice the revive mechanic on him. And I gotta say, it is kind of funny dropping into the game right now where a lot of members of the community seem to be upset about something going on, and I'm like, oh, hey, this game's really come a long way since I played last. And in fact, it's almost tougher to pull away from the game right now because it feels really close to having like legitimately fun, decent gameplay loops. And what I think I'm getting at is that there's sort of a tipping point with Star Citizen where the allure of the universe, the attractiveness of this massive open simulate everything style game is competing with the amount of bugs and performance and functionality. And I'm saying that tipping point for me is getting pretty darn close. I know that tipping point was already there for certain people who have been playing the game for years and years and can deal with the insane amount of bugs and performance problems and stuff like that. I definitely enjoyed jumping into the game briefly previously, but it was just too buggy and too problematic for me to play consistently a while back. I'm saying that balance point now is way closer. Like basically if Star Citizen fixed a bunch of its UI bugs and made its navigational system more functional, more reliable, like I'm probably going to start jumping in and playing the game much more regularly. And that's kind of exciting because I think my tipping point is pretty close to a lot of other people's tipping points. And it is funny coming to this realization in the middle of the community being upset about roadmap stuff going on, and I'm like hopping back into the game for the first time in a while and like, wow, things are looking great. But that's how I feel about the game right now, and it's kind of exciting. And in that regard, what do you guys think? Would you actually like to see more Star Citizen content on this channel, whether it's in-depth type content or maybe even live mission running style content, checking out new ships, getting into fights, scraps, whatever kind of miscellaneous adventures? I'd love to hear what you guys think. Also, if you haven't picked up a copy of Star Citizen and you're thinking about doing it, make sure to use my referral code here before you buy the game. You can plug this in and it'll give you extra cash for your account when you start out, which will actually help you buy decent mission running gear at the very start and just alleviate some of those learning curves. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. This is Level Cap, signing off.